Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Chrisnatha Derosier. I am your certified life coach, author, and speaker, also journalist, and super excited to be here with you. Welcome. Welcome to my segment. Come on in and say hello. Share this with a friend. Share this with a friend. All of your entrepreneur buddies, your business besties, I really want you to share this with them right now. I truly believe that this is something that's going to speak to every entrepreneur, dreamer, creative. It's going to speak to your heart. Because it's something that we don't talk about enough. So go ahead, and I'm going to give you a moment just to hit the share button, invite a friend to watch this with you. And if you are a note taker like myself, go ahead and grab your notepad and a pen, or you can just use your tablet, whichever is more convenient for you. But go ahead and hit the share button. And while you're doing that, I also want to give you a moment to say hello down in the comments. Tell me who you are. Where are you tuning in from? What city, what state? Where are you tuning in from? I love engaging with you, and I always want to shout you out. And thank you in advance for joining me today. So go ahead and let me know where you are tuning in from, and be sure to share this with a business bestie. Okay, so go ahead and do that as we get started today. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are joining me, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Super excited, as always, to chat with you. And so today we're talking about a topic that I feel like is so important that we don't talk enough about. And it is loneliness as a business owner. Loneliness as a business owner, even we could even go as far as saying loneliness as an entrepreneur, loneliness as a creative, loneliness as a dreamer, but loneliness as a business owner, how you can experience moments of loneliness in your business as you build, as you start, as you grow. And so I want to let you know that you are not alone. You are not alone. And so I want to talk about that today. So let's jump right into it. And so let's talk about loneliness as an entrepreneur. Once again, research has shown that entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey. It can be. And so loneliness leads to, or can lead to, depression, stress, anxiety, and can cause a range of mental illnesses. I want you to know that does not have to be the case with you. Okay, so let's discuss the emotions that we go through as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and let's tackle them today. Okay, so let's first start with, what are the signs of loneliness? What are the signs of loneliness? These can range from physical symptoms such as pains and aches to heart palpitations, panic attacks, low energy, and even lack of motivation. And so, according to a story in the Harvard Harvard Business Review, half of CEOs from the CEO Snapshot survey reported experiencing feelings of loneliness in their roles. Okay, so half of CEOs that they had polled reported experiencing feelings of loneliness. Now, combined with the pressures of starting a business, and for those of you who have started a business, you know that there's some pressure. Okay, it's definitely pressure of starting a business, setting up a business, running a business. It's hard to be the leader, the person responsible for all the decision making, the admin, the secretary, the bookkeeper, like everything that you're doing, because most of the time at the beginning you are wearing a lot of hats. So it's really, really tough at the top, right? It's really, really tough. And then if you're working from home, that can be isolating. Maybe for some of us introverts, we can manage that a little better, right? But if you're an extrovert, it's hard. It's really hard. And often self-employed people, self-employed freelancers, we miss the, you can miss the social interaction, because that's important. Human interaction, social interaction, and the sense of community that you have in the workplace. So I do want to talk about 4 things that can help combat and tackle loneliness. And these 4 things were found in a Forbes article. Okay, so these 4 things are found in that Forbes article, and I want to share that with you today. So grab your pen and notebooks if you're taking notes. So the 4 things that we're going to discuss that can help tackle and combat loneliness is: number 1, grow and nurture an online community of like-minded individuals. So you can grow and nurture an online community of like-minded individuals. So social media is not just for selling or marketing, but instead I want you to start to look at it as a way to connect with other like-minded people. And you can do that through Facebook groups. I absolutely love Facebook groups because it's a community. It's a virtual community. You can also find communities through Instagram hashtags. Whatever you're looking for, just go ahead and put hashtag podcasters, hashtag small business owners, women small business owners. So whatever specifically you want to look for in terms of a community, you can always use the hashtag on Instagram to do that as well. And there's even Twitter lists. There's even lists on Twitter. So Twitter, look for the lists. Instagram, use the hashtags, and Facebook, look for the communities and the groups. Okay, so you can grow and nurture an online community. I have one, I'm a part of some, and I love it, because it gives you a chance to connect with people who you may have never met before, right, outside of the virtual space. And then you have that common thread, that common thing that glues you together. And you guys can definitely build relationships, business relationships, or what have you. So that's one way to tackle loneliness. And the second way is to go out and network and make real world human connections. This might be a little bit challenging depending on where in the country that you live and the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic. So please use wisdom, adhere to the CDC guidelines, social distancing, and face coverings and masks. Okay, so I just wanted to insert that disclaimer. But depending on how you do it, and the goal is for you to do this responsibly if you're comfortable, or when it gets better to do so, go out and network and make real world human connections. I have seen people join communities of hikers, right? Let's say people who like to hike, right? They get together and they meet up for a hike every weekend, or a group of people who love to be outdoors. And so they get together and they rent bikes and they ride bikes together, maybe on a bike trail in the park or something like that. So there's so many different ways to connect. There's so many different examples, but it's important that we make those human connections. Or if you are freelancing and working alone at home, that you find an outlet maybe on the weekends or of some sort that you can, connect with a human being, because that's really, really important. It will help with the feeling of loneliness. So it's very crucial as solo entrepreneurs to also form real world connections, even if it is just a quick catch up over a cup of coffee, some lunch, or what have you. Okay, it's really, really important. I know that I've been finally comfortable enough to start doing some brunches, just one-on-one, not groups, but just meeting people one-on-one, some friends I haven't seen in a few months. Of course, using social distancing as well as our face coverings, but making sure that we still are connecting, right? Because it's important, definitely important. There's also a virtual coffee dates that you can set up, which are important. But in addition to that, finding a safe way to have a real live person or people that you can connect with. Number 3, the third way to tackle feeling lonely as an entrepreneur and business owner is to celebrate your achievements. Celebrate, have a party. Yes, have a party, even if it's just you, okay? Or have a virtual celebration. I have been to so many birthday parties and baby showers virtually in the last few months, and they have all been amazing. But celebrate your achievements as much as you focus on your to-do list. If we're honest, I know me, I'm guilty of this, having a to-do list and just working hard to check off as much as I can on that list. But as much as that is important, it's also important that I take a break and go out for a walk, that I enjoy the great weather, right? When the sun is out, that I treat myself to ice cream, that I go out and treat myself to a nice dinner, that I maybe take a trip to the spa, or whatever you're comfortable doing, because I know it's a pandemic, but really treating myself, whatever that looks like for you, some type of self-care, something that makes you feel good, something that makes you happy because you accomplished your milestones. So celebrate your achievements. All progress is still progress. I don't want you to feel like you have to wait till you get to the end of the to-do list to actually pat yourself on the back and feel like you've done a great job, because you've done a great job. You're progressing. That is good. Okay, so go ahead and celebrate yourself. If not you, who will, right? And so make sure that you celebrate yourself. All right, so this also means that you are constantly looking ahead and not focusing on the present. So if you are not taking a moment to celebrate, you're constantly looking towards the future. Nothing wrong with that, right? I'm a planner too, so I get it. But that it's important to live in the moment, be present. Working on being mindful and present is so important, right? So celebrate your progress. I'm sure if you look back from March to now, you will see, wow, I see progress. And so celebrate that. Celebrate that. Just take a moment, okay? All right, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Okay, let's do this right now. Okay, I don't know who's around you. You might look silly. Take 30 seconds and celebrate you. Just that's it. Celebrate you. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I'm the bomb. I'm dope. I'm dope. Hey, hey. Good job, everybody. Good job. Take a moment, tell yourself you're dope. Okay. Flip your hair, sis. You were dope. You're dope. So take those moments out and celebrate you. Do something nice for yourself. All right. So the fourth way is to find an accountability partner. Yes, yes, yes. It's important. I know that some of us are really, really good at working alone. I don't need, personally, right? I don't need someone to necessarily check my work because I am goal oriented, right? That's me and my personality. I'm goal oriented. And so all I need is my to-do list and I will work on the list, right? But accountability is even better, because even if I feel like getting off track or I feel like pushing it off, I know that I am accountable to my accountability partner. So that pushes me to stay the course. And so for all of you, I'm encouraging all of you, no matter if you're goal oriented or you're people structured or whatever the case is, find an accountability partner, AKA a business bestie. Some of you call it a business bestie. Whatever you call it, whatever it is, you need one. Okay, so the one thing that many solo entrepreneurs have reported missing the most is having the accountability of working in an office or corporate team and the way it can motivate and drive them forward. So this is why it can be helpful to find someone who's in a different, how can I say, different but related business. So that's important. And someone who is at a similar stage of their entrepreneur journey, someone who you can relate to and find it easy to communicate with, or that can even be a coach, right? If you have a business coach, a life coach, an accountability coach, that can be a coach as well, to keep you accountable, a mentor, or something like that. But yeah, it's really, really important that you have an accountability partner or a business bestie. So that way we can make sure that you get her done. All right. And so once again, let's go over those 4 ways to combat loneliness as an entrepreneur. Number one, to grow and nurture an online community of like-minded individuals. Number two, to go out and network and make real world human connections. Number three, celebrate achievements as much as you focus on your to-do list. And number four, to find an accountability partner, AKA business bestie. So everyone, these are just a few ways for you can really start tackling feeling lonely, because it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. And as we keep each other accountable, that means you won't be at the top by yourself. As you move up, you are pulling people up with you, because we want to get this money, honey, right? We want to make an impact. We want to make a difference. We want to grow our businesses, and we want to do well. And so let's go ahead and do it. And I want you to know that you're not alone, but we need to kick those emotions in the butt, because we don't want to stay stuck, and we don't want that to keep us in a space where we are just feeling like no one understands us. So we are here. We get you. We love you. We're here for you. If you are looking for a community of like-minded, incredible women who serve with purpose, I am inviting you to join my free community, okay, of incredible women, professional and creative women that truly serve with purpose, whether that's at work, at home, in their business, in their initiative, in the ministries that God has placed in their heart. Serving with purpose is important. And so that's what we do in our group. It is a safe space for women, and we invite you to join us. And you can do that with the link in the description. Come on and join us, where women serve with purpose. And so, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I had an incredible time sharing with you and letting you know that you are not alone. You are not the only person that has felt lonely on this journey, but it doesn't have to stay that way. So let's keep each other accountable, and let's encourage each other. We can do this. Guys, I'm Chrisnatha Derosier, certified life coach, author, speaker, and journalist, and I will see you again really soon. Until then, be well. And remember, I am a masterpiece, and so are you.